What is up, Total Excellence? Let's start off with your Saturday morning right. So, guys, I miss you guys so much. It felt weird. It honestly felt weird not streaming like my usual days, Mondays and Tuesdays, because that's pretty much how I felt more comfortable. But just to make it up to you guys, I want to make your Saturday morning awesome and excellent, as always. So let's start off with our few first commenters on the stream. The Cavalry Collective, my good buddy there. So pretty much Cavalry, just to update you guys, he pretty much helped me out with the timing because instead of putting 11:30 a.m., I put p.m. because just the little things I missed, but thanks to him, he brought it out to my attention. And then the Dave Chappelle Show. Hello there. Hello there, indeed. I don't know why I'm speaking in a British accent, but it's natural that way. So, what can I say? That we're gonna start our Saturday morning. I'm thinking about, shows that I grew up as a kid in the Saturday morning cartoons and all this fun stuff with a little twist. So if you guys have not grew up in the good old 90s, you might recognize this show, Superman here. If you guys do not know already, I love Superman, and it's because of that show right there. I love the anime series, and I love the Batman series too, but Superman, it's very special to me, and I love the character and everything that he goes for. That, it pretty much was, it was pretty much like the stamp of like what I want to be when I grow up, and the type of person that I want to be an example of for those that are for my friends and family. So I love Superman, period. So I was thinking, do Superman, but with a twist. Because if you guys are not well aware of a new comic series that just released in last month, there's the series called Dark Knight Death Metal, and it's basically like a huge heavy metal like a huge heavy metal concert going on in DC Comics. And when I saw Greg Capullo's character design for Superman, I'm like, holy cow, guys. Holy cow. Wha-bam! It's like, come on. You went from, guy that, you are not embarrassed to bring him over to your parents and how good he is, to BAM! Look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh, guys. Tell you, man. Forget about mullet Superman. Death Metal Superman is the way, guys. Death Metal Superman is the way. And I believe I saw a third comment here. Hello. Hello there, Gabriel Perez. Oh my goodness. Man of the hour. My buddy. That got me started with comics from his famous video of how to write comics. It is Tyler Carpenter. Disney hat. You've sold out the corporate the corporate gods. Well, I don't know what to say there, Tyler. It is what it is. I'd rather be part of Disney than I don't know. Disney is not what I used to how I remembered, but that's what I'm gonna be going for, guys. I'm gonna be doing Superman animated series, but with a twist of death metal into it. So let's get started, folks. And of course, before we do anything else, I'm going to teach you how to draw my gators. Just to let you guys know that I still got it. So let's begin. All right. So I don't have my mic with me, so bear with me. See, oh goodness. I dig the hat, good sir. Thank you. Funny thing, guys, the D. Chappelle Show is pretty much my oldest friends since like my high school years, and including this dude right here, Superman 64. I actually do have Superman 64. It was a mess. It was a total mess. And trust me, I think you guys already heard enough of it in the internet. So, let me draw my gator really quick. Okay, so let me increase my brush. Oh, and another thing too, guys. I can frickin' use my keyboard now, since I finally have batteries to put my keyboard in. Well, my Wi-Fi keyboard. So we're gonna start off with a circle, right? Don't need to be perfect or anything, because again, this is a gator, right? We're going to draw a circle. All right, we got our circle. Now we draw another circle. 2 circles, small circles around. Because, you know, I got to promote JRPG, guys. Because JRPG may be the next big thing. Who knows? Maybe Kevin Eastman might want to work with me in doing a collaboration. Or who knows? Maybe other indie creators want to collaborate with me and put my gators on the map. Who knows? So now, we all know with gators, we got this nice U shape going on, very wide U shape. All right, let me just erase this really quick. If you ever ask me what is the fun part of drawing, I'm going to tell you the sketching phase. Because with sketching, you know, I'm not going to be super technical with it or anything like that. I just do it out of pure funness and just like to make my lines messy. So now we got our head of our gator. So now the fun part is just clean up a little bit. Boom, boom. Right? Trying to make it fun. How was your week, guys? Just tell me in the live stream or the comments below for whoever's going to watch pre-recorded. So now we're going to give my gator a brow. Give him a nice brow. Boom. All right. Now, the eyes. Give him a nice eyeshadow to it. You know? Because, gotta make him look scary. But, you know, you shouldn't be scared of gators. You know, just don't go in their territory. That's all they want. They want respect of their homes, just like you want respect of others going in your home, right? So now, all right, Let's erase all this skunk. Let's erase this. Let's erase this. And then let's give my gator a nose. Boom. Let me see. Now, let's do the magic and just do some line work to him. Just to give him more personality to him, you know? Because that's all we want. We don't want no plain Jane, Warren plain Jane. We want some lines. Give it some personality. That's what I tend to do. Let me see. Oh, no wonder it freaking weird. No wonder it feels weird. Let me see. Feel like I'm using a different. There you go. Now it looks mechanical. I don't know if it's you guys, but I felt like I was doing it out of a brush instead of my mechanical pencil. But it's all good. No matter. There you go. Yeah, I was using a different one, but that's all good. Still made my gator how I want him to be. Because, you know, he's edgy. My pro wrestling gators. Give him some lines. Give it some nice personality to it. Yep. You know, just put some little dots. Don't need to be exact. It can be spontaneous. Because, you know, I love my gators. I love my gator boys. All right. You know what? Sometimes what I like to is, like, you don't need to make his head perfect either. You can, like, give it a nice little clump. Like, with that, like, it gives so much like just that little clump, you just gave it personality. Honestly, guys. So I think that's what's so fun about drawing my character. At least personally for me. I don't know. I know a few people DM'd me that they want to do some fan art for my gators, and to me that's so awesome and super exciting. That, you know, I love to see other people's art styles and interpretations of my gators. And yeah, this is pretty much it. That will go on the side right here for my Saturday morning live stream sketch. Let me just check on the chat and see how y'all be doing. Let me see. You damn right. Yep. Yes, sir. We good friend. We are good friend. We good friend. That being said, yeah. Now Gabriel Perez just wants to establish the timeline of how far we are from. Let me see. And of course, he wants to be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause. Let me see. Oh, wow. It's making the stream of karaoke night. So now, I shall be back to the drawing table. Oh, didn't need to see that. You saw nothing. All right, so let's do this. I believe the animator was Bruce Timm. So let's do that. It's a nice, simplistic character design. I mean, it's literally a square, guys. It's literally a square, folks. So do that. Nice square chin. Okay. Let me see. Oh, and this is when you have to remember to always create your own layers. Because I used the same layer when I drew my gator. All right. Got it fixed. Duplicated the layer so that way I am on point for what we are about to do. So now, got to go. Mechanical pencil. Let me try and get his face over here. It's kind of hard to distinguish what the heck his face looks like. Okay. Select the layer. Right selection. No. There's this one right here. Ah! Heck. I'm so confused. Why aren't you following my directions? Clip Studio. Why you forsaken me? Let's see. How about now? No. Making so many gosh dang layers, guys. It's not even funny. There we go. Alright, close enough. Oh, there you are. That's all I needed, was just that specific layer. Whatever. Go. Now, we're cooking with gas. So yeah, it's very simplistic design. Yeah, I believe it's Bruce Timm type of art style and animation. So do that. Then nice little curve. Okay. Oh, yep, I did it again. I drew under the wrong layer. Yeah, once I get in, that's it. There's no coming out. And once I want to make little changes, that's when I realize, oh no, I put on the wrong layer. I get too excited, guys, whenever I draw. It's so into depth that I forget where the heck I've been. All right. Just put some lines here just to fill in some fillers. Now, right. Right. See? Oh, goodness gracious. What in the world? Oh, that's right. All right. Oh, well. We'll go your way. We would go your way. Let's see. Where the heck is the layer? Boom. Right? Now, we'll have no problems. I know with me, I move things around because I feel like I don't have space. Right? Now, I gotta translate his hair over to this Bruce Timm style. Right? Let's see. So, I think I got a good idea of what to do. Kind of like already has a hairline going. Kind of take the swerve. Ha ha! Take the swerve. Just make it a little more longer. Maybe just give him more hair to it. You know, just streak it out. And bam. Okay, and then give a nice swerve. Since he has long hair, I don't need to draw his ears. So that's the benefit of drawing long hair. Don't need to worry about ears. I think just give him more like a Gustavo. No, not Gustavo. Who in the world is... Where did I get the name Gustavo from? Fabio. We're going to give Superman some Fabio hair with this style. Give him that Fabio flow to him. And then I think that's give his hair a little bit more definition. And then boom, you know, there's your there's Bruce Timm's version of Superman with death metal around it. Maybe we could go nuts. I don't know about you. I feel like we can go crazy with this. Let's want to add another layer. So just to give it more definition. See, all right. Pretty much give more detail. Because, you know, I love me details. Just drew a lot of cross hatching. Oh, goodness. It is loading. There we go. I'm back. Oh, I forgot his little dimple. That is very important dimple right there, guys. Boom. Now he's heroic. Okay. Now, I'll give him that little more definition on his chin a bit. Just bring up more. All right. Now, yeah, I think that's, it's barely anything. Let me see, Jadoon. Let's give him more lines on his forehead. And then boom. I think that's about it. I want to jump to another one. Let me jump back to the chat and see how's everybody doing so far. Are you guys like doing a whole lyrics on Pokemon? I am just so confused. I am so gosh darn confused. I feel like you guys have planned out to flood my live stream chat with Pokemon lyrics. Well, anyways, now I'm gonna bring me back because I feel like I did my headshot good. Now, for the next one, I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna put my beautiful face back on the screen. So there we go. So now, my next Saturday morning sketch that is pretty much very, very meaningful to me. Pretty much these guys on my live stream would already know who it is and what show I'm going to be talking about. This Saturday morning show, you guys might not know about it, maybe if you grew up in the 90s, but it's a show called Power Rangers, and it pretty much blew up. The funny thing is, like, no pun intended, like, when I say blow up, I mean, like, freaking fireworks blowing up behind them. And of course you got like arm movements all over the freaking place. And but this particular season of Power Rangers, there's fantastic, awesome seasons of Power Rangers, but this specific season of Power Rangers is pretty much Power Rangers in space. And I kid you not, guys. I kid you not. On Christmas Day, last year of Christmas, bros, I have invested my good money on a morpher from Power Rangers in Space, because that's how much of a freaking fan I am. I love it so much that I don't know. I think I'll walk out of public just walking around with this. And if anybody asks me, like maybe a kid, they'll be like, "Oh, like what the heck is this?" I'll be like, "Oh, it's a new Apple Watch. You know, I just customized and modified it so that way, I could tell my time." And this is pretty dope too. I mean, it's like literally I seen the show. It's actually a freaking toy, and I'm like thinking to myself, like even like half these actors like are freaking buff and stuff. It's like how can you fit this little thing into this dude's like wrist? So, and I'll show you guys. I'm gonna morph because it's not, you cannot talk about Power Rangers if you ain't gonna morph. And who is this? Jonathan Portalis. Thank you for joining, you ooze of excellence. Jonathan's another friend of mine that, again, I've been friends for a very long time, since high school. Actually, middle school. Correct. Middle school in 6th grade. So yeah, so I'm going to morph because for views. All right. Let me see. Now I remember. And also has to have a weird beep too. So it just, I don't know. It jogged out my memory. So ready? Let's rock it! All right. That was fun. I get so satisfied with just hearing the voice. I mean, I remember like I pressed all the numbers just to hear this freaking voice. I swear, dude, if I want anyone to narrate my life, it's got to be the dude who freaking like talks on the freaking morpher, because that's pretty epic. So now that we know what's going to be my next sketch, all right, I am pressing things I'm not supposed to be pressing. So this specific character, you all should know by now. Let's put back on the screen, and that is Andros from Power Rangers in Space, aka Christopher Kamen Lee, or I would like to nickname him CKL. I had the opportunity to meet Christopher Kamen Lee, as well as almost all the Power Rangers from different seasons. I met Patrick. Patrick loved my fan art. I even have it next to me right here. I'm going to enlarge myself for a bit. So this is my fan art of Chris and Patrick since when I was on, like, we had Florida SuperCon, and I was debating whether or not to go. And honestly, guys, I didn't want to go. But then once I saw the peeps from Power Rangers and stuff, I'm like, I saw Chris, I saw Patrick David, freaking Jason David Frank, and oh my god, who else? Michael Copan from Time Force. So it's like, I gotta go. So yeah, I did fan art. I did like blue pencil of a sketch and everything. I don't know how the heck Patrick saw my Instagram, but somehow he came across it. I didn't even do any hashtags or anything. He just somehow popped up and then commented saying like, oh, I love it, this, and that. It's like, I love it and this. And then, so I'm like, oh, now I got to finish it. So now I'm obligated to finish it. So I did. I finished it. I colored it and everything. And freaking, like, Patrick loved it so much that he screenshotted it and posted them, and it freaking blew up. It's like I had like in his Instagram, it was like over 1,000 people that liked it and everything. So I got the chance to meet Patrick. I even DM'd him. Like, me and him were like chatting with each other, and it was so awesome. He even showed me the analytics within the 24 hours that people have like liked and posted it. And it was awesome, man. Like, it was awesome meeting Patrick. It was super awesome meeting Christopher Kamen Lee. Awesome dudes, very laid back, fun to be around with. And you could tell like these guys really love their fans, and they treat their fans like how they were treated when they met their celebs and all this stuff. But yeah, it's pretty awesome. Florida SuperCon was literally the best day of the year. So I always have this hanging there. So yeah. So let's get back to the drawing board. So pretty much there's this graphic novel called The Psychopath, and one of the things that Chris didn't like about the graphic novel is like his face was very, I don't know, he felt like the face was inconsistent within the comic. But I don't know, this panel here is like, you could tell side by side, like it's pretty, like just the face panel itself, it's pretty like on point. It's like I feel like the artist must have used this specific headshot just to put in this panel. I mean, it's on point. I mean, Chris has a very unique face because he has a Native American background and his tribe is Cherokee. And it's funny too that pretty much my buddy Doug Garrett, he has a Cherokee background, and because of that, he created Lone Wolf. And dudes, Lone Wolf is so awesome. I totally recommend you guys reading Lone Wolf. And who we have here? Fly Fox Pro. What is up, buddy? Thanks for coming by to the Saturday morning stream. I'm going to be doing a quick head sketch of Andros from Power Rangers in Space. So let's get started, guys. So, start with a new layer because I pretty much have a bad habit of starting things and jumping onto it without creating my layers. Let me lock my layer as well. So pretty much my experience when I met Christopher Kamen Lee, he was super awesome, super laid back too. Like he's basically like your best friend when you talk to him. And it was so awesome to meet him. Like, I don't know, like when I met him, like I felt like I was a little kid again. Like I felt like I was 6 watching him on the TV. And yeah, man, it's just so awesome. Because I honestly did not grow up like, I don't know, not like, I don't know, just not really much, how can I say, not really getting into like celebrities and all this stuff. I mean, there are, excuse me, there are a few that I liked, but I don't know, I just did not have like this starstruck feeling. But I surely did when I met him. It's like I was waiting in line. There was not even line. I was so surprised that Chris and Patrick didn't have their own panel where people will line up and people will line up just to see him. Like it's like an open panel where you just walk up to them and that's it. And that to me was so awesome. So, and what was great too is like there was barely any people around us. So I literally took advantage of this whole thing that I got to literally hang out with Chris, with his girlfriend as well. He has his girlfriend with him and his art. He brought his artists for that. Funny enough, he has his own comic company as well. Oh man, what was it? Because I literally have like his merch of like his comic company. I even have his sticker on my freaking sketchbook. And yeah, I couldn't think of it right now, but once I do, like, I'll be mad later. But other than that, I mean, it's pretty dope. That pretty much Chris's background. He's more of a writer. He loves writing, and which to me was so surprising. There was he was on the hashtag show because the hashtag show was well known for doing Power Ranger interviews and all this stuff. And pretty much like I put in the super chat asking him about this specific TV show that, was short-lived, and I was so upset that it got canceled when I found out through the internet. A show called Safe Harbor. Pretty much Safe Harbor, yeah, I can't even talk. Safe Harbor was the sister show of Seventh Heaven. And I believe Aaron Spelling was the producer for it. So, pretty much, I even did my research on the show and everything, and it was originally planned to be 10 episodes. But of course, the people were hoping this was going to be a hit. And if it was a hit, then, of course, there's going to be more episodes in it. And funny enough, like, I believe maybe the first 2 episodes of Safe Harbor, like, I've been seeing it, like in the freaking channel of WB, like, oh, it's a hit show, this, and that. You got to watch it. And they had a really good time step in there, like, everything. I believe it was, like, on Saturday when they were showing it. And I believe they debuted, I think it lasted only 2 months. I believe it lasted only 2 months. And I don't know about you guys, but just talking while drawing is literally like a gift. Because literally, like, I'm only halfway of like drawing what I want to draw, and my brain is trying to process talking while drawing. So I can see why Tyler does not draw and talk. Ha ha. You know, no pun intended. But yeah. So yeah, dudes. Drawing and talking is not easy. I don't know how these art teachers even were able to do all the drawing and talking at the same time, and then just do it super fast too. Like do it super fast. Okay, let me see. But yeah, but it was so awesome meeting Chris. Super cool, super laid back, and like if I did not even show you how awesome he was, I mean, I was talking to him while this dude was like eating his lunch, eating like his pizza and stuff. I mean, come on, man. Dude's awesome. Give him more. Give him more 90s feels to it. All right, let me see. Don't worry, guys. I will check on the chat soon to see how you guys are doing in the chat first. I don't know. I noticed too is like sometimes, like my show ain't big yet. My live stream is not big yet. But if I could call you guys a group, like a certain group, I don't know, because Ichthy5, the name Ichthy5, I even have to like say my name a few times so that way some of my peeps will know how to pronounce my name, because I'll be jumping to live streams for the first time, and they recognize me on a few shows that I've been on and everything, but they they will have just a hard time remembering it. Excuse me. They'll have a hard time remembering my name, and to me, it's like the funniest thing ever. It's like I'm literally am infamous for having the most complicating name ever. I do not know why, but it's becoming a thing now. But you know what? That's why I'm here for. I'm here to build up myself as a brand, and for you guys to know who the flip I am. Christopher Keeman Lee literally has like a unique face structure. I really do not. It's like this dude literally has, I don't know. There's just something about his face structure that it's kind of hard to like be consistent with his face. All right, I'm gonna go and check on the chat to see where you guys are looking. See, I remember that show. Yep, that show is so awesome. Yeah, I literally need to like share that video on my channel, dude, because you did send me a video, and I don't know, I get so sidetracked of everything that's going on with my life. Apparently, D. Chappelle's show and Gabriel Perez are attacking my live chat. It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground. You underestimate my power. Don't try it. Ah! Cut you. Ah! All right, I'm done. Okay, this one. You are the chosen one! Alright. So now... Oh, speaking of Star Wars, even Chris says, like, after he was reading the script for Power Rangers in Space, it's like, this is Star Wars. It's like, my character, Andros, is Anakin Skywalker. I'm playing Anakin Skywalker. And honestly, when I was watching the show, it never came across my mind when I watched it, which I think it was a good thing. But there was like so many inspirations when they were working on the show. Like, it was not only Star Wars, there was Star Trek involved with the inspiration of it. What else? I don't know. He said like any show that has the word star in it, they ripped it off. Those were not my words. Those were Chris's words. Like, we ripped off Star Wars. And even the final episode of the show is like, we literally ripped off Judgment Day. I'm like, geez Louise, man. It's like, let's have fun with this. But yeah, I think what I loved about the show for In Space is like, one is the character development and how invested you are with these characters, and like pretty much like whenever something happens, it's not an event. Like, there were consequences and what's going to happen next on the episode, and I felt that I honestly felt like I wasn't a kid. Like, the show didn't treat me like a little kid. Like, yeah, there were certain episodes where, you know, they have to veer for like kids and stuff, but I don't know. Like, there was a time in my life that, you know, that was difficult. I don't. Sorry, guys, to make it seem like it was negative, like bringing some negativity, but there was a time in my life where, you know, there was things going wrong when I was a kid, when I was growing up, and it's like I needed something. Like, I don't know, there was something that I needed to like vent out, and just watching Power Rangers in Space like really like just took me in a better place, and I get to relax, I get to enjoy the show, and it really meant a lot. Like, when I watched this show, like, I could relate to Andros so much within the things that was going on with my life. And yeah, man, like, I have a huge emotional attachment to the show, and it meant a lot. Like, the show really helped me a lot when I was growing up. And even now, like, it still takes me back to like nostalgia, and just I feel like a kid again every time I watch this show. Let me see. Okay. Now, I don't know. I'll do like a video later on, maybe. My first ever pre-recorded video for my whole experience of Florida SuperCon, and maybe I even go really go deep into it, of just talking with Patrick, what I've talked to Chris about and everything. And like, who knows? I might even one day contact Chris. And just nothing related to Power Rangers, because there's plenty of videos that talk about it. But I really want to talk to Chris about, like, you know, what he did after his, you know, after he finished acting and stuff, because he retired acting at 2006. So, I mean, I really want to know what he did within his free time. Because, I mean, he was a great actor. Like, he had no acting background whatsoever. He didn't act in plays or anything. Like, he literally was a model. I believe he started modeling when he was 17. And then after that, it's like, hey, you know what? Like, I don't want to be a stand-in in a photo. Like, I want to, you know, like, why not a photo be some kind of movement or something? And, you know, that's when that's when he wants to start acting. So like, he had no acting experience whatsoever. He just went for it. See? Maybe if I can widen his face more. Just cut it just a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh, no. Let it be free transform. Let me see if it made any little difference whatsoever. Let me see. Yeah, very little. Let me see. But yeah, I think I don't know why my mechanical pencil is acting up. My mechanical pencil's nuts. All right. So now I'm going to be ending the stream, guys. So let's just go back to my face. There we go. Thank you guys for watching the stream. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday morning as well as your day. Good night. Good night. It's morning, Ichthy5. It's morning. So yeah. Awesome day. Stay excellent, guys.